Hey guys, Heather with Rapidly Refined, everything you need to refine your skills as a chalk painter. How many of you have seen these bar stools before? Sometimes they can come a little on the plain side, or they can be a really cost-effective option to buy low, do a little DIY flip, and create something great for your house. So today's video, we're going to be covering 3 different makeovers to upcycle those bar stools. Let's get going. These are the stools we'll be making over in today's video. They were a gift from my husband's coworker. He said, take them, flip them, do whatever you'd like. So naturally, now we're here. So lately there's been a trending boho vibe with our interior design, and we all very much love the farmhouse. So with these 3 styles, I kind of have the inspiration to morph the two so they kind of either work very well with farmhouse or with boho. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and please let me know which one that you like the most. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos. For these makeovers, I'll need to sand down these stools. I'm going in with an electric sander today. Please remember to always wear your protective gear when using this type of equipment. When using a sander, have a firm grip and apply pressure, and go back and forth evenly with the grain. Let it do the work for you and basically guide it where it needs to be. I wasn't able to get everything done with the electric sander, so there are a few spots I'll have to do by hand. And it's dawn. Not what I was expecting, but it's going to be worth it. So that was a super long sanding journey. Let's get started with our upcycles. Project number 1. Okay, we're going to tape off the top, and not the whole top, just we're going to kind of go along the rim. And that's it. What do you think? Just kidding. Okay, so we're going to lay on some paint, we're going to flip it around, and that's how we're going to paint our base. Painting in the color Cotton by Long Legacy Paint. With chalk paint, it's always good to mist your brush with some water, as well as the surface you'll be working on. This makes it easy to move the paint on your surface. When upcycling stools, there are 3 areas you can focus on: the top, the rim, and the body. In this particular makeover, we'll be doing something with all 3. Now I'm going along the rim in the color Carbon by Long Legacy. Feel free to use any colors that coordinate with your decor. I'm using this one because I feel it fits in perfectly with the theme of our video. What I'm going to do to seal this piece is go for it with some furniture wax. It's kind of a good one-stop shop for covering and protecting the bare wood and the paint. Just get it all taken care of with some furniture wax. It's great, it's durable, so let's just get it on with a lint-free rag. Furniture wax is really easy to apply, so if you follow the directions on the back of your can, it'll turn out great. I use a darker cloth when applying wax to darker paint colors. It kind of matches the fibers to the paint colors. My husband has no socks left. I always have to buy him new socks, and then I want them. Project number 2. We are starting with the top coat for the seat. I'm making a rub-on poly top coat, so taking half mineral spirits and half of the polyurethane top coat, I'm mixing the 2 together in a container. I fold the cloth nice and tight, dip it into the product, and start rubbing it on with the grain. As the mineral spirits evaporate, the polyurethane is left to dry in a very thin and even coat. I'm doing this because I really love the design of this seat. It reminds me of Jupiter, so I'd like to bring out that grain while giving it nice protection. I'm going to make a leather band that goes around the circumference here. So there are a few ways to measure the circumference. If you have one of those fabric tape measures, that will come in handy. You can do a little bit of math, or you can measure out a piece of string, measure that length, and cut. Because of the white backing, I'm going along the trim in a matching color just to tie it in and give it a finished look. What we're going to do is glue it with a leather band on the rim. I'm going to use Titebond. I never seem to have the right glue at the right time. So I tested this out earlier and it works great. And we're going to be using it on our next project, so might as well just keep it going. Make sure that the glue is covering the entire surface. You don't have to do it with your bare hands like me. I would prefer it if you would actually wear a glove. Please don't get into my bad habits. I'm making sure the painted side is facing towards the top and holding it down on one end and folding it over the rim. It's pretty simple, just make sure the trim stays flush with the seat surface. And wait about 10 minutes for each section so it doesn't slide around everywhere. Now we're going to tape 5 inches from our bottom to create a dip effect. When you're taping off and you really want a crisp line, a really good hack is to put a very thin layer of Mod Podge on the tape. It's translucent and so it won't show up, and it makes it so when you take the tape off, you get that crisp line. After you get your Mod Podge on, wait about 5 minutes or until it's translucent. We're painting the little dips in the color Cotton by Long Legacy. I'll give them 2 coats total. What we're going to do to kind of spice it up a bit is add a furniture tacks to the leather. I figure if I can be a thumbtack queen with my first apartment and curtains, I could probably furniture tack some leather on a stool. How hard could it be, right? Okay, so far so good. So if I press them past the leather and a little into the wood and use that flat side of the tack hammer, that's working great. Here's our perfect line, the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm going to go ahead and use Wise Owl Furniture Salve. This will bring out the wood grain in a really yummy way, and it also nourishes and protects it. So it is a win-win. And it smells so good. Furniture Salve is really soft, so little goes a long way. You rub it in with a cloth and let it soak into the wood. Project number 3. We will be using sisal rope and Titebond for the top. We're going to start off by finding the center of our circle, and then we're going to apply a thin layer of glue and use a small nail to hold down your rope. Don't worry, it won't show when we're done. Give the rope a pinch and that will help create a start for your spiral. As you go, keep adding the glue in small amounts. I use a tiny paintbrush to spread it evenly. As you're creating your spiral, every 2 to 3 sections, use small nails to anchor it down. Make sure to press your rope together and pull it as tight as you can with gentle force, so you're getting a nice tight spiral. Just keep on going down until you're ready to snip it off. I glued where I wanted to cut it and put a nail through my rope, then cut off an extra length so when it dries I can go in with scissors and clean it up nicely. Now time for the base. We'll be doing a paint wash in the colors Coffee and Cotton. I'm mixing 50% paint and 50% water and applying the wash with a sponge I cut in half. So basically, like you just saw, all you have to do is dip the sponge in the paint wash, give it a good squeeze, and then start applying it on your surface. I'm going to let it dry and then go in with the whitewash in the same way. And once this is dry, we'll just use our furniture wax to seal and protect. Okay guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the paint I used or you'd like some ideas for boho color palettes, I'll link some videos in the description box below. Please remember to like and subscribe to help support this channel. And with that said, it was a pleasure doing this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.